What's up, everybody? It's your pal Billy with Altcoin Buzz. Breaking news regarding John McAfee. We all know he's been on the run, the presidential candidate, and the libertarian Bitcoin fanatic that has promised that Bitcoin is going to reach $1 million by 2020. Has it tweeted on his account. Now, this is not John McAfee tweeting this. This is one of his people that he has in his entourage. I have good reason to suspect that John McAfee and the real Miss McAfee and other companions have been detained by authorities at their latest port of call. I will be operating this account, providing updates as they become possible. Okay, I last spoke with John on his boat. As his boat was being boarded, the situation was tense but controlled. Our conversation was cut short by authorities confiscating their phone. They wouldn't even give him a cigarette. If John misses his next check-in, this is where it gets interesting. Now, if John misses his next check-in, events will be set into motion that I cannot prevent once they have begun. John has secreted data with individuals across the world. I know neither their identities or locations. They will release their payloads if John goes missing. Our campaign for individual freedom and an end to state-sponsored tyranny will continue despite these developments. On behalf of the free people of the world, I demand the release of John McAfee and his companions from wherever they are being held. This will not stand. Okay, what they mean by this right here when they say if John misses his next check-in, events will be set into motion that I cannot prevent once they begin is a dead man's switch. Okay, so John McAfee on a number of occasions has threatened to reveal information that he claims he has on politicians, world leaders, elites of society. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but John has mentioned that in the past. So a dead man switch, you don't actually have to be dead for a dead man switch to be activated. Basically, it's where if you do not check in, and there is some protocol set up, if you do not check in by a certain time, certain information that you might have will be released. So a dead man switch is a switch that is designed to be activated if the human operator becomes incapacitated, such as through death, loss of consciousness, or being bodily removed from control. Okay, in this case, it would be, being arrested. If it happens. Originally applied to switches on a vehicle or machine, it has since come to be used to describe other intangible uses like in computer software. John's a very controversial figure, but one that the entire crypto Twitter space more than likely follows on Twitter. If you don't follow him on Twitter, well, you missed out on some pretty entertaining tweets over the last year. I am not condoning or picking a side either way on this. I do have this odd respect for John McAfee and his pursuit of liberty. I myself am a pretty sober and clean man. I really don't dive into that dark world at all. However, John McAfee, despite maybe some of his flaws, has been one of the more interesting people on crypto Twitter and one of the more interesting people in the space. And let's face it, he's a smart guy. Okay, this is McAfee antivirus that we're talking about. And I'm going to be interested to see how this development goes forward, especially if this, call it a dead man switch, call it a, being arrested switch, whatever you want to call it, is activated. I'm wondering if John really does have some cache of secrets that is about to be released. We'll find out. Or if, the whole thing's kind of a bluff. Not sure, but, I hope the situation in the end, my main hope is that there's no violence, no one gets hurt, and that heads remain cool. John McAfee, apparently, and this is just breaking, this is tweeted over 3 hours ago, but apparently has been arrested at some port, or as at least being detained. Not sure on all the details now, but we'll have this linked in the description. All right, everybody, hope all is well. I'll catch you next time. Peace.